Welcome, scholars, to today's fifth grade reading lesson. Let's get started. All right, scholars, before we get started today, let's make sure we have all of our materials ready so we are set up for success. The first thing you'll need today is your reading textbook. The next thing you'll need is your reader's journal. You'll need your response sheet. And as always, a pen or a pencil, your favorite writing utensil. Now, once you have your materials, I want you to repeat after me. I am ready to learn when my mic is off until it is my turn to speak. I am ready to learn when my materials are in my learning space. I am ready to learn when I do not take pictures or record during the meetings. I promise TikTok will be there later. And I am ready to learn when I will respect my classmates and I will respect my learning time. So we have our things, we've set our norms. Let's get started. All right, students, let's start off today with our fluency passage. Remember, to read with accuracy means to recognize each word that I read and to pronounce it correctly so that the text makes sense to myself and my listeners. Good readers always work hard to improve their accuracy. They also monitor their reading and correct their mistakes, such as mispronouncing words. Remember, if a part of a text does not make sense, we should always pause, use context to confirm a word recognition, and then self-correct. Now, I am going to read aloud to you our fluency passage, Electric Motors. I want you to listen as I read the passage and notice the self-correction techniques that I use to decode a word. You will read this passage out loud with accuracy to a partner after I finish my reading. Here we go. Electric motors. What do windshield wipers, DVD players, ice makers, blenders, toasters, automobiles, laptops, and walking toys have in common? They all have wires and electric motors. You can find electric motors in many devices, appliances, and toys all around people's homes, cars, and offices. Most of these devices are made in factories. The motors are often not easy to see. Electric motors are a very important part of our world. We rely on them every day. If you have ever played with magnets, you may already understand how a simple electric motor works. You may have done experiments with this in science class at school. Magnets have a north pole and a south pole. If you try to push the north poles of two magnets together, they will push away from one another. The same thing happens if you try to push two south poles together. If, however, you bring the north pole of one magnet close to the south pole of another, they will stick together. An electric motor uses magnets to create motion. To make an electric motor work, you will need two magnets that talk to each other. As the magnets switch back and forth between liking each other, sticking together, and disliking each other, pushing away from one another, they create a spinning motion. This is what an electric motor is, a spinning axle. All right, guys, that wraps up today's fifth grade reading lesson. Keep reading. I will see you again next time. Bye.